just give her all the brake clean. Do our best to make sure we don't drop garbage down in that hole, because that would not be convenient at all. But she's here, the part we've been waiting for, the sensor, the cam position sensor, been waiting for it. It's finally here. So we can get this swapped, and then I think we're good to put the motor back in the car. We'll have this thing running before we know it. Oh, that's not coming out as easy as I hoped. Oh my God! Is that normal? Why is that so difficult? Oh my God! Oh, we got her. Now, while I typically try and did search for a GM AC Delco factory sensor, there was no such luck. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but GM cam and crank position sensors for these motors are on serious back order, like months. They've been on back order for a very long time, and I just ain't waiting for one to not show up. So we bought a knockoff one. I don't even remember what brand this is. It's got a bunch of squiggly lines on there, so it's probably from a different country. I searched and searched and searched and read reviews on many sensors, and they all were about equal with each other. Some said they put it in right away and it worked. Some said it didn't. Either way, we ended up with what we ended up with. I don't even know what the brand is. It doesn't really matter. We're just gonna put it in and hope for the best. I wonder if I should oil that a little bit. Maybe that'll help it go easier. There we go, that was easy. Hopefully it still works, or we'll be swapping it out again. Is that everything? Did we get everything, Simon? Did we remember to do everything we should do while the motor was out? Now we just put it all back together, and hopefully we didn't make any more oil leaks, any new oil leaks, didn't fix the oil leak we were trying to fix, and it still runs. No pressure, none at all. Only all the pressure. Good thing I bought some brake clean. Oh, we're getting there, we're getting there. We got her down in here now. The big problem is the motor's not sitting quite level because the way the chain setup is on here. I know they make a plate, blah, blah, blah. I don't have it. So I just got to get it down, back, and in, and over the motor mount all at the same time, which would be super easy to do by myself. I may have to get the wife out here to run the old jack handle and jack it around a little bit for me. We'll see, we'll see. I'll try not to disturb her, but if we have to, we have to. That's just all there is to it. Or the car forward. Tip the motor a little bit. Oh, see, we're getting there. Oh, I never put my oil filter back on. Don't let me forget that. We're looking good. We're still looking good. Now we're hung up on the differential. Yeah. Oh, that came free. That was easy. Yeah, how do we do this? This ain't gonna work. We're sitting on the motor mounts, but we're way too high in the back. I feel like this thing came out a lot more level than it's going back in. How are we looking now? Got that transmission jacked up a little bit for me. I don't know what I need. I don't know what I need. Oh, I wonder if we let that transmission down a little bit, if that'll snap right in. Oh yeah, that didn't help anything. We're close, we're so freaking close. I feel like the motor needs to come this way just a smidge. I just don't know if it can. Can I move the transmission? How about that idea? Not easily, perfect. And that motor mount is sitting exactly where it's supposed to sit. Like I could put bolts in that thing. Who needs a gym? Just, you know, do one of these projects. Put 8,000 steps in your garage, just going back and forth and around and around. Oh, great. Now my jack that would always auto settle down won't even manually settle down by turning the handle. Oh, that jack is such a pile of garbage. The driver's side is, the dowel off the motor is in the transmission. This side, the transmission's too freaking high or something. But I can't get it down because my jack just failed. Well, of course, now it works. All you needed to do was watch it for me. What did that do for us? Probably made things worse because I wasn't expecting it. I can't see anything on this side. Got it! All by myself even. Hell yeah! Let's get some bolts in there before it slips out or something dumb and I gotta redo it all while I'm celebrating, because that would be embarrassing. We ain't got bolts in the motor mounts yet. I'm just gonna lock that transmission to the back of the motor, make sure we ain't got no wires in between the bell housing and the motor, because I've done that before. And then we'll get the motor mount bolts sorted out. We got this, no problem. Hell yeah, that doghouse in the cab there, that was a lifesaver. That saved me from having to go underneath the thing a whole bunch of times. Whew. Glad I put that in. That was smart of me. Oh look, box elder bugs are going crazy again because it warmed up. Dumb things. Well folks, there she is. She's in, motor mount bolts are in. I got, I don't know, 3 of the transmission bolts in. The other 2 I'm kind of using for the chain securement to the motor. So as soon as I get the chain out of here, we can put the rest of our transmission bolts in. I'm feeling pretty good about this, people. So yeah, now we're just gonna get after it. We got all the little doodad stuff to do now. It's not all little, and it's not all doodad stuff. We gotta literally put everything back on the motor we took off to get it out. It literally has been a few days since I've been out here. You know, life is lifing sometimes, and it's been lifing hard. I about got everything on the top side of the motor here taken care of except for the front. The front's still gotta get put together, but I've been not neglecting, but avoiding would be a better word. Going back underneath there and taking care of all like the starter and the torque converter bolts and whatever else may be under there that I'm not remembering that I gotta do yet. Yeah, I'm absolutely avoiding that because it's not fun. Probably why I really haven't been out here for the last couple of days, if I'm being honest with myself. And I'm not gonna be, so, but we gotta do it. I can't avoid it forever. But I gotta get my bearings all squared away here because I don't know where I was at with this. Yeah, so I'm gonna get my old ass, crack them bones and everything down on the ground here and start going. This will be embarrassing to see. Yep. Snap, crackle, pop. Here we go. Whoa, Jesus. Alrighty. Uh-oh. No. 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 This ain't good. Oh my God. No. No, no, no. Nope, nope. 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 Oh, it's definitely a yup. 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 Dumbass! This would probably fall into the category of a guy who needs to slow down a little bit. Just make sure he's got all his ducks in a row before rushing to get things done, because this is a big F up. A foobar. A complete amateur mistake, or rookie mistake. You know those times when you're trying to make a brake line and you get that perfect flare only to look at the counter and realize you forgot to put the gall darn fitting on? That's almost like this, except for I forgot to put the gall darn flywheel in there. So now I gotta take the motor back out to get that on, which means I gotta take all that back apart. I need a minute. Have I calmed down now? And I'm okay with this whole process? No, I'm still annoyed at myself, absolutely 100%. But being annoyed with myself doesn't get it fixed, so I gotta get it fixed. I'm trying to get these bolts torqued, because I figure that's probably a smart thing to do. And literally everything is moving, the motor, the flywheel. So I got a punch. It's a brass one, so it's pretty soft metal. Kind of just jammed in one of these holes. Hopefully I don't screw nothing up, because I don't know what else to do, but we're just gonna go around and get them all torqued up, and then hopefully put this motor back in. Whoa. What was the next number? 74, 74. It's okay to be upset with this stuff, people. There's nothing wrong with being annoyed and upset and disappointed. We're all human. The big ticket is get it out of your system, give yourself a few minutes to process, buckle down, and get back after it. And if nothing else, you'll have a good story to tell after the fact. And you're sitting around the campfire with all your buddies, having a beverage of your choosing, and you can tell them, man, this one time I pulled the motor out, did all the stuff, put the motor back in, and I forgot the freaking flywheel. Who does that? Me, you know, I mean, everybody will have a good laugh. You'll have a good laugh because you won't care anymore, and it'll be back together. So, process, be annoyed, move on. Yeah. Ain't gonna lie, I did have a good scream about it though. Surprised the cops didn't show up. Can we get this motor back in as smoothly as we did the first time? We learned a couple things the first time we did it, so that should hopefully help. Or I forgot and it won't matter until I get in there and have the exact same problem again. But it's got a flex plate now, so that's probably good. Cannot believe I did that. That crap just hanging everywhere, which is super convenient. Oh, don't break the windshield, Simon. Jesus. You want to let the jack down? Oh, there's nobody there. I'm that guy too. Whoa, too fast, too fast. Just good stuff, I tell ya. I don't know what I need to do. I'm gonna be real honest with you. Oh, yeah, no, that's wrong. We gotta go in. Come here, come here. Ow, that was my toe. This looks about as bad as you think it is. I need about 3 more sets of hands here. Oh, that's not good. Nope, that's wrong. Oh, I knew it went in too easy the last time. Oh, I don't know what happened. All right, we're not terrible, but we're definitely not good. How does that look? Yes, I literally talk to myself like this all the time. Oh no, too far, damn it. I'm racing the jack that keeps settling, so that's awesome and fun. All right, we're in this motor mount. I think we're kind of in this motor mount. I really need to be able to hold this here and lower the motor. How do you think we're gonna pull that off? So technically, transmission's a touch too high on this side. And this side, so let's bring that down just a smidge. I can't see it, so I don't know if it moved at all. Oh, I bet that's hung up. What do we need? What do we need? What we need is for it to go back in. Oh, this side's really close. Oh, that side went in, and this side went in. We're in. Let's get some, yeah, I don't know what we need to get. So I did learn last time, I had my wires all jammed up behind the head against the firewall, so made sure we got them out this time. We're just gonna go around, make sure nothing else is pinched in there, and everything's good, and then we'll get her locked in. We'll start putting them transmission bolts in and everything else. For inspection purposes, it's really easy to go in here and take a peek-see. Look, we can see the whole thing. We ain't got nothing in our way. No wires in there whatsoever, so that's amazing. So I'm gonna wrap up, get some of them bolts in there and start sucking it in. Ignore all the wiring. It looks as bad as you think it is, but it works, so we'll deal with it. Yeah, let's get back to where we were before we started taking this motor out again. Still not annoyed, I promise. No, I'm annoyed. I'm definitely annoyed. It's back in again. Confirmed. Hopefully this time we didn't forget nothing. So before I go put all this stuff back on the top of the motor, I'm gonna crawl my old ass back under the car, get everything done underneath, get the starter in, torque converter bolts, all that jazz, get it all done and out of the way. Let's see if we can try this again. Good times. Oh, forgot all the bolts. That looks like one is not ideally lined up to get the converter bolt in. That is unfortunate. How are we gonna do this? Oh, that's not so bad. We can work with that. We'll just wiggle it a little bit, get what we need. I do appreciate this car because I can literally lay underneath it without jacking it up. So, there's something to be said for that. Oh, she started. That's a good sign. That hurts the old ticklers. Whoop, there's a dent. Oh, that's gonna be something in my eye. That's gonna be fun later. One tooth at a time, one tooth at a time. Oh, I gotta figure out a better system for this. Oh my God. Oh, you've gotta be kidding me. I can't pry it anywhere else but right there. What the hell? This is gonna take a minute. I know originally we had said we weren't doing any upgrades really other than just fixing oil leaks and gaskets and some maintenance stuff, but when your exhaust manifolds come out in two pieces, I mean, I knew it was cracked, but when it comes out in two pieces, a guy's got to do something. Yeah, I could have gone to the junkyard and probably scabbed an old one off of something, but I didn't want to. I could have ordered a Dorman one, you know, an aftermarket, just cheap manifold replacement. They make them, you got to modify it a little bit on the one side for the coolant temp sensor, but that wouldn't have been a big deal. But for the price you could pay for those, you can get yourself a set of stainless headers. And that's, well, just what we did. I don't know if they're good or not. The people on the old review things were pretty happy with them, and get off of there. Look at that. Doesn't that look fancy? We got to give her a little love, right? This is gonna be nice. Hopefully they bolt up in the factory location, so that exhaust video we made a couple videos back will work with it. Otherwise, we'll be changing that too. It's a never-ending process. They did come with these, I don't know, cardboardy exhaust gaskets. Oh, they even came with new bolts. Bonus. I splurged. I figure if we're going in, we're going all in. GM style stacked steel and exhaust gaskets. How do we do this with the oil dipstick tube? How's that gonna play into this equation? I bet we have to take that out. Good thing that's all new and lubed up. That should pop right out of there for us. All right, we got this. We got this. I am confused though. How? That ain't gonna work. It helps if you put it on the right way. Genius. Oh yeah, this is one of those ones where you need 2 people to hold and 1 person to put a bolt in. This is gonna be fun. Guy probably should have had the right socket for that already, but he doesn't. Aren't those gonna look sweet? More power! So far that fitment is looking mighty fine. We haven't tried to put the actual exhaust pipe on yet, so that could be a completely different story. That's a problem for future Simon. Screw that guy. There's probably a torque sequence for these. I don't know it. How well is this gonna go back in, do you suppose? Like frickin' factory. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh yeah, she's looking fresh. Look at all those new parts on there. Probably would have been smart to bring the tools over I needed for this, but we'll make do. We always seem to. Can't, oh Jesus. I can't fit all my arms and everything in here. The hydro boost, the master cylinder, the hydraulic lines for the hydro boost and the brakes. Oh, it's fine, we got it though. We got it. I'm getting cut by, oh, zip ties, so that's fun. Because I make sure I cut them at a nice 45-degree angle so I get a good sharp point on them. I'm always like, screw that next guy. The unfortunate part is I'm always the next guy. We're probably gonna have to come back to the exhaust issue. You don't probably even know there's an issue yet, but there's definitely an issue. Problem 1, I ran out of oxygen. The second I fired the torch up to try and melt these guys off, so I did try and use my little propane torch here. That was a complete fail. The other thing I'm having an issue with, and a concern about, I guess would be a better way to put it, is this flange looks like it's flat. It's not a ball and socket style. That header I just put in there on the passenger side is a ball and socket style. Will it work with a flat flange with longer bolts? Will that seal? I don't know. I really don't know. How this happened? Well, I didn't read the description close enough to understand that what I was ordering. So what I ordered was for a 5.3 or a 6.0 in certain applications. Some 6.0s came with EGRs on the exhaust. Some did not. This is one of the ones that did not. So I didn't want to order the one for the 0360 Silverado 2500 HD because it had a huge deal on it for an EGR, which I don't have. So I got to figure out how to make this all work. I would have got a lot more done today, except for, you know, we had to take it out and put it back in again. So that's that. And I'm running out of time. I am running out of time. I got other things I got to do today, so we might just have to end this one here, unfortunately, and get back to it. But maybe I'll be more prepared by then. Not likely. Don't count on it. I got to get some editing done, so I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to stop talking. Leave a like, leave a comment, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
10 seconds later.
I lied to you, folks. I apologize. But I felt, you know, after all that work today of taking the motor out and putting her back in and getting to the exact same spot we started with this morning, we deserve to see if we can hear this thing run. I've got my radiator sitting in there. That's only to connect the transmission line so I don't have a red river running through my garage. See if she wants to run, see if it's gonna lose any oil anywhere else that I'm not prepared for, make sure it's gonna run. I changed all my injector connectors. We could have a whole catastrophe of problems going on here. But let's just not start with that. Let's just hope that things don't cascade or domino or whatever they say down the rabbit hole of doom. Let's just see if it runs. If it doesn't, I guess you'll have to come back to see what was wrong with it, because we're gonna have to end it. We have to end it at that point. It's just, it is what it is, people. I'm only one guy here, give me a break. All right, as you can see, we got proper battery securement. She's ratchet strapped loosely to a fender that's flopping around. If you feel that's an issue, you can kindly send your concerns to SimonSaysGarage@gmail.com, care of Dillygaff. Let's see what happens. Guy should probably make sure he knows exactly where his fire extinguisher is. Oh, it's right there. We're good. It may be in gear. Ooh, good thing I didn't step away. That would have been bad. One more for just good measure, and I wanna. Yes, yes, yes. Self high five. Yes. That's motivating there, folks. We're still not gonna do any more today because I gotta clean up my mess and get ready to do some other things. But she runs. A payoff for you. Anyways, thanks for watching.